to be very hip, how to fail at motivational speaking.
Fellow Toastmasters, welcome to today's meeting. And I too had an experience where I went back to my old domicile. I saw a for sale sign on my old house where I used to live, and it was a strange experience going in there. But let's get to today's speech. How to fail at motivational speaking. How to fail at motivational speaking? Why would I call my speech that? First, I want to dedicate today's speech to my fellow pledge master, as it were, in Toastmasters, a gentleman who definitely does not know how to fail at motivational speaking, Mr. Eric Graves. You did it out of the park that speech. Good. Well, the reason I decided to call my speech this, 2 reasons. Number one, the speech was how to get motivated, the last speech that I gave. And for some reason, which I haven't quite figured out yet, after I gave that speech, I went south. I mean, my motivation went through the bottom. Even in Toastmasters, it must be 2-3 months since I gave that speech. This is my first time back after that. And some of the evaluations, the second reason I considered this how to fail at motivational speaking was that I didn't feel I did very good on the speech. Maybe it wasn't quite a fail, maybe a B+, C- somewhere in there. But my mentor, Mary Ann, said that I had 3 speeches in one. Way too much material. And Shay kind of agreed. He said he would have liked to see me just about one portion of that speech. And Kim said I didn't practice enough. And actually you were all right, because even though I did practice that speech a lot more than I did this one, the problem was I kept adding to it, and then I had to cut something out. So by the time I actually got up here and gave the speech, I wasn't sure which one I was giving. So you were right, I needed to practice more on the speech I was actually going to give. So I decided to focus today a little bit on the aspect that I've spoken on before, the 5 ways a human being reacts to a source of danger. And the number one way that a human being reacts to a source of danger, number one, because it's the most effective, is to attack. Most effective way. So I had a little prop for today's speech. It was a bear. And the bear is going to be represented by this blue bag. It's out in the car. I forgot to bring it in. So if I had, it was bedtime, and I have to go up to my room, up the stairs, and I happen to notice that there is a man-eating polar bear sitting on my steps. Number one way of attacking would be to go after that bear or shoot that bear. Somehow, really handle the problem. Number one effective way. Second way of dealing with the problem or source of danger is to flee. Run away from the domicile. That way you escape the bear as well. The good thing about fleeing is you live to fight another day. You can go out, you can get a gun, you can get the zoo, somebody to come and get rid of the bear. So it has a second level effectiveness. 3 is to avoid. That would be, okay, here's the bear. I don't want to confront the bear, so I go around through my kitchen, go up the stairs the other way. So you've avoided the problem. The problem with this one is that the bear's still there. Number 4 way is to neglect. So in that case, I just move my chair a little bit, okay? So I don't see the bear. I've neglected that source of danger, that problem. The final way of dealing, and the least effective, I don't even think I'm going to write it up there, is succumb. Because the problem in my particular mind, if I was of the opinion to take the succumb route, I would be thinking this thing is so great that I would not have a chance to compete with it. So I just give up. And pretty much all these 5 ways of acting, and I said it's also ways of solving problems, pretty much at every point in life we are in one of these modes of action. So to be successful at any endeavor, it requires personal drive and action. So you can see when you're up here in attack, lots of drive, lots of action, lots of motivation to get something done. When you're in flee, you still have a lot of drive, and you're in action, you're getting away. The farther you come down the scale, the less drive, the less action. So I noticed in my personal life that where I did the best in life, or where I had the most fun or most enjoyed my life, was sports and dancing. In both of those activities, there was, you're in the game, the drive is there to try to be victorious and win, and you're in action. So I would say that the 2 things that I have learned from this experience is, number 1, that the speeches in the competent communicator manual are arranged in a way so that you can build on your skills. And the second thing I learned was the importance of the personal drive and how we have to nurture it and keep it alive. And of course, Toastmasters is a good place to do that because we have other people working toward the same goals. Madam Toastmaster?